On this video, I'm going to show you the exact workflow I'm following with my clients to build apps from idea to a real product that you can validate on 2026. If you have an app idea and you don't know exactly how to bring this idea to something real, this video is for you. We will go to a two-step process, very simple, on how to go from this idea to a technical documentation to build something that we can actually launch to get our first users and get real feedback. Here's what actually happened to most people that they have a great app idea. They sit down and they try to build it from scratch and they start to think, oh, do I need a payment processor? Oh, do I need an authentication flow? Do I need, a database? And they are doing it in the building phase. So before they answer any of that, they go straight to YouTube and they start to search for tutorials about Docker, about all the type of tools that we need to use to build our app. And the idea dies right there. Why it was a bad idea? We will never know. It was not even built. Why this happened? It happens because we didn't define a clear path from idea to having a proper product. I have seen this problem in over 50 companies. Technical founders get stuck on the technology stack. Non-technical founders, they don't even know where to start. They have a lot of idea, but they don't know what to do. Both problems are the same problem. The gap between I have an idea and I have something that I can actually build is undefined. So this workflow solves exactly that. Once you see it, you can apply it to any idea, not just the one we are going to build today. So to show you this workflow, I need a real example. Complex enough to show you that this workflow can work for your idea too. So we are going to build an events app. We are going to have two roles on this app. The people who create the events and the people who can assist. And we are going to have two different types of events, free events and paid events. This is not a simple app. We have several roles, we have payment processor, we have authentication flows. And this type of apps, usually people take like 3 weeks, 4 weeks trying to plan everything before even starting. And we are going to do it just in this session. Before I touch anything, I need to define my idea on only one sentence. The problem and who I'm going to solve the problem to. Mine is organizers that want to create events and they want to organize their attendees in the same platform. This sentence is going to be the North Star of your product. So take your time to define it. So let's start with the first phase of the workflow. In this phase, we want to bring the idea from just a simple idea to a technical documentation where we can describe on a technical way all the definition of our app. Right now, I'm in Claude. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Grok, you can use every AI of your preference. But the secret sauce here is going to be using a prompt that I personally developed to being able to make this work easier. I'm going to leave it down here in the description so you can use it too for your idea. And once we have the prompt pasted here, we are going to add our idea definition here, the one in one sentence that we previously commented. Personally, in my case, it's going to be this part. I want to build a web app for creating and managing in-person events. Two types of users, organizers who create events and attendees who discover and register for them. Organizers can create events with a title, description, date, location, capacity, and ticket price, free or paid. And attendees can browse events, view details, and register. Free for paid events, payment happens at registration. Organizer needs a dashboard to see registration and remaining spots. Attendees need view of the registered events, both roles logging through the same auth system but see different dashboard. That's the definition of my idea. You can do it with your own. And we are going to send it to Claude and you will see that it will generate a technical document of our app. And after a few seconds of waiting, we have here already the technical documentation of our app. This is going to be the foundations for everything we are going to build. And it's going to help us be 100% clear on what we want to build and what are the key features that we're going to test with our real users. As you can see here, it describes the problem and the user this app is for. The core features that the MVP is going to have. We just need a few features. We don't need 100 features because we are going to just test that our idea, it makes sense and it has clients. It's also going to give you the user flows. This is very important to, after that, the second phase, the AI will be able to know exactly which is the behavior that we expect from every functionality and for the different roles we have. It's also showing us the structure of the backend. We are going to have here all the different endpoints and the different events and models that we need to store on our database. Also, it's going to show us how are we going to plan the authentication flow and the UI structure of the app, which is amazing. This is also going to give us a specific style for the app that we will be able to change in phase 2, but at least we have now a clear path from transforming our idea to a real product. And now, having this technical document, we are ready for the phase 2, which is the coolest one, in my opinion. Now we have everything structured, so we can come here and copy this technical documentation, and we will be able to go to any type of AI builder. We have a lot of them. I will show you a list right here in the video, but you can choose the one of your preference. Maybe if you are a technical user, you want to use Cursor. Maybe if you are not a technical user, you can use Lovable, Bolt, V0. But in my case, I'm going to use Dreamflow. Dreamflow is a pretty nice solution for creating mobile apps. And what I'm going to do is come here and I will paste the whole document here. As you can see, it's everything here. And I will send it. And thanks to the prompt that we designed in the beginning, this is going to create us a first prototype of the app in a nice structured way. And we're going to wait a few seconds and I will show you the result. And after a coffee, because it takes a few minutes, we have the first version of our idea. That's actually a functional app. This is not just the design. We, for example, have here the upcoming events list. We have all events and we have the events for today. We have also the screens for creating the accounts and defining the role we have. We can log in also. And the cool thing about this is that we can easily connect backend to the app. So we have also extended functionality like user storage and information storage. It's not going to be only a prototype. But here in the right part, we can see that we have a chat. It's going to be something very similar to ChatGPT or Cloud, but we can do modifications to our product. Let's say, for example, that we want to change the theme and we don't want to have this white color in the back. So we can say, change the background color of the app to deep blue. And you will see how this chat is able to change your product real time, saving you hours and hours of development. Is this the perfect solution? Probably no. Probably at some point you need to migrate to code, but at least you have something that you can use it from day one and get info from clients. And here we have it. We did the modification of the color. That's just an example. But here we have a real functional app that we can launch and start to get feedback from our clients, which is the goal that every business should have in the beginning. Right now, the app is very simple. We can iterate this app, as I said, with the chat. The key for iterating the functionality or the definition of the app is being pretty precise to the instructions we're giving to the AI. As more precise the instructions are, the more precise output we are going to get. Just trying to keep this mentality all the time. And once we have everything we want in the app, just focus on having at maximum 3, 4, 5 functionalities at its maximum that we want to test with our real users. We can just publish this application on App Store and Play Store and start to promote the app to get the first paying customers. And that's basically the workflow. You can reuse it on your own ideas. You can change the type of product you are going to build. But this is the structure. So first, what we need to do is define what we want to build in detail. Today, thanks to AI, this is very simple, thanks to the prompt I'm going to share with you. And second, we can use any AI builder out there to build our app very fast and try to reach the market as soon as possible to get real customer feedback. And that's the correct mentality. When we are launching a business, first we need to validate if our idea makes sense. We don't need to spend months and months of development without knowing anything about our customers. So here's what I want you to do now. Take some idea you have and describe it in only one sentence. Take my prompt, use it in Claude, and get the full description, and use any AI tool you need to build the first prototype and launch it to get real customer data. If this video was useful for you, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to share more tips on how to build digital product on this new AI era. Drop a comment on what you are building right now, and if you want me to personally help you with your idea, I will leave a link down here so you can schedule a call with me and we will give it a look.